Hello everybody, it's Jimmy here, and today we'll be discussing Phase 1 of Season of Discovery. Let's begin. So there we were, all in Discord, waiting for the service to go live. We were all expecting a more rocky experience, but I have to say, while it was not 100% smooth, and I only had to sit in a queue for about an hour, it was a much better experience than other launches I have witnessed in the past. So, leveling. I split my leveling to the cap of 25 into two parts, questing and dungeon farming. It took me just over a week or so to get to 25. I have to say, it was a fun experience, collecting new runes, searching for hidden things. It had me more invested in the world of Azeroth than I have been in a very long time. I PvP'd outside dungeons, I ran across the world to find items for one of my runes and enjoyed every moment of it. I was invested, I was dedicated, just to getting my mage to the best point possible before level 25, so I could jump into the quote-unquote end game and have more fun inside Warsong Gulch. And once I hit 25, well, that's when things got a little bit more interesting. So, I was level 25, and my first port call was to try out the new Ashenvale event, and start to farm rep and honor to get my rank to rank 3 so I could get my trinket and a cloak and other pieces of gear. At the start, Ashenvale was a bit of a mess. Not always giving rep, being laggy, and the layering system, well, wasn't doing any favours. Thankfully, Blizzard were on the case and fixed a lot of these issues fairly quick. I started gaming rep and got into some big PvP fights and was enjoying my time. However, after long, the event showed its real issues. With the bosses spawning once both sides had hit 100%, something on my server at least the Alliance seemed to be struggling with, we would rush the bosses and be done in next to no time, gaining around 800 or so rep, and then it was back to splitting a tree to wait for the next event to start. I was running Warsong Gulch in between these events, but not long after I stopped. Why? Well, pre-mades. Every other game was going against pre-made, and with my entire team just giving up, it was over within 3 to 5 minutes. Now, while I do have thoughts about the state of pre-mades in Warsong Gulch, I agree that it's a difficult problem to fix. On one hand, you limit the amount of people who can be in a pre-made, stopping a way of playing a lot of people really enjoy. Do you do that? Or do you split the queues and risk higher queue times for people? I don't think Blizzard wants to make a rash choice with this. And I have to say, I am happy to see them not just rushing to do things because one side wanted something over the other. So, my PvP endgame became based in the open world. Me and a friend would go around Ashenvale and other spots across the world, getting into fights, winning them sometimes, losing them other times, but having fun nonetheless. I have to say, it was very refreshing to see more world PvP in WoW. Again, it's something I have enjoyed doing, but found annoying in the past, and I'm glad to see it's become a good way to play in Season of Discovery. Where there was some issues with a certain class and their stinging little buddy, I was having a lot more fun and got to rank 3 by the 4th reset. After a couple of weeks of gearing, pre-raid bis, and waiting for my friend group to form, we were ready for BFD. I had collected nearly all of my runes and made a lot of gold solo farming Ragefire Chasm. With the new mage healing runes, this was a lot of fun, by the way. And gotten my Warsong Rector revered. Maxed out my professions, got my epic boots thanks to a friendly warlock who let me use his BFD lockout to get the quest items I needed. It was time to run BFD proper with my group. So we went in, ready, and cleared the raid with only a couple of wipes on Calrus. We set up days for raiding and have been running it on lockout ever since. And you know what? I have been enjoying the experience. 10-man raiding classic is quite enjoyable. I would, however, like to see the raids a little more challenging, but with the level cap being 25, I can see why it's not. And I'm really looking forward to Phase 2. Now I'm at the end of Phase 1, and I've done the content on offer. What's next? Well, currently I'm leveling an ult, waiting on Phase 2 to drop in February, and I do feel like Phase 1 could have been a little bit shorter, but if Phase 2 is better than Phase 1, it will be worth the wait. And now I don't have much reason to log in outside of raiding. I plan on doing a lot of the same thing in Phase 2, though as I did in Phase 1. With one difference being I'm going to be switching to Frost Mage instead of Fire, and hopefully putting more time into the battlegrounds. And with the new Stranglethorn event being a different experience than Ashen Vale, so they say, I have high hopes the future of SOD is going to be a good one, and possibly beyond that. I plan on playing Season of Discovery to the end. Once the 60 phase hits, I will be going for rank 14 on my mage. It was one thing I wished I'd done in Classic, however due to the time commitments and the decay system, I was just unable to commit to it. With the changes to these systems, I plan on committing the time this time around. I have high hopes that this is just the start of a new era for Classic World of Warcraft. I want to see more things added, new content put in, and all the evidence does point towards Blizzard doing this once SOD has hit its last phase. Well, that's it guys. Just some of my experience in Season of Discovery. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment with your experience. Have you enjoyed it? Have you hated it? Let me know. Also, head over to my Twitch channel, where I often stream in both Classic World of Warcraft and Retail. Thank you for watching all, and I'll see you next time.